And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming in.
The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they have exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. You get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass complete on a crosser. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. QB to the tight end for a completion. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Second down and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Flying for the touchdown on the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Proctor. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Can he get there on the ground? Gets into space at the 50. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The Knights pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go. Catch is made. Room to run here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So it's 1st and 10, inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? From the shotgun, drops back. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
And the Buffaloes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. This one will be fair caught. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Giants come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
The shotgun running play call. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go as he's being hit. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. It's been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
With the catch, it's Welch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
A second down after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It tests the middle but gets stuck. That run goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. This will be a 39-yard attempt. No problem. Knocks it right through. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Bringing it out. It's Proctor. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down. They're going to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? First down, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. There's contact on the throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Gain on the first play, moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Handoff here from the shotgun. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. Knights looking to use the out-tempo offense here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Down he goes. A sack. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pass rush closing in. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Contact as he threw it. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick this away to get the second half going. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner is brought down. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, nice. And they will claim the second-half lead.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in his football game.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And he's got it again. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And the defense is there to smother it. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He's serious. The offense going for it inside their own 30. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. But can he get there? They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important third down play coming up. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Really nice run by the back, but I'm going to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
And the Buffaloes are going to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Proctor. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And the running back takes the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, UCF. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in the conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball. And I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the play.
And the ball to the ground. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding a bit of space. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air. Man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Buffaloes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. This will be fun. Strange things happen. The conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. And all of a sudden, we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And he knocks through the PAT. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. And there's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Knights will crank up the tempo. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Oh, a reverse. Fights through a tackle. Well, they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. I don't think he broke the plane. That defensive front rising up to stop it. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown. Nice. Still no answer for this offense. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense... And they heave it deep downfield. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play. So we'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They're going to run it here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense wraps him up.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw and put it on target.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Chris, really good job here by the quarterback and the receiver, but the defender does a good job of elbowing just enough to keep him out of bounds and prevents the 1st down.
late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You get all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
No, not an explosive play, but a great wrinkle to make the defense have to respect the perimeter and defending the perimeter. This time they lose the edge, and the receiver makes them pay for it coming off that jet sweep.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, UCF. Now they line up to kick the extra point. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He's looking to scramble. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Defense looking to make a play deep downfield. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Still no answer for the passing game.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Knights come to the line in a hurry up. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Knights expect to run the clock out here in the final minute and secure the W. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Pressure is coming. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made down inside the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Kicking team after the PAT try. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way. Touchdown, UCF on the scoop and score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. The ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets them a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain. Exciting play to end the game, but he's stopped short, and the clock will run out. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.